Hello students, in this session I will discuss some more problems of maxima and minima. Already I have discussed 4 questions on maxima and minima. Question number 5, find the points of local maxima or local minima of the function fx is equal to sin x minus cos x, where x is greater than 0, less than 2 pi. Also find the maximum and minimum value. The given function is fx is equal to sin x minus cos x. For finding the critical points, let us differentiate this function. So f dash x is equal to cos x, and the differential coefficient of cos x is minus sin x, so plus sin x. For stationary or turning points or critical points, f dash x must be equal to 0. So putting cos x plus sin x equal to 0, this gives us cos x is equal to minus sin x, or minus sin x upon cos x is equal to 1, or which implies that minus tan x is equal to 1, or tan x is equal to minus 1. Now we need to find the angle which lies between 0 and 2 pi. So tan x is negative. From the ASTC rule, tan x is negative in the second quadrant and fourth quadrant. So I can write this is equal to minus tan pi by 4. So I can write either this is equal to tan pi minus pi by 4, or this is equal to tan pi plus pi, tan 2 pi minus pi by 4. So tan minus pi by 4 is equal to tan 3 pi by 4. We can also write this value minus tan pi by 4 is also equal to tan 2 pi minus pi by 4 in the fourth quadrant, which is equal to tan 7 pi by 4. So these two values gives us x equal to, either x is equal to 3 pi by 4 or x is equal to 7 pi by 4. So these are the points at which we will check the local maxima or minima. So now let us find the second derivative of the function. F double dash x is equal to, second derivative of the function is equal to derivative of cos x is minus sin x plus sin x is equal to cos x. Now one by one we will check the sign of f double dash x, second derivative, that is f double dash 3 pi by 4 is equal to minus sin 3 pi upon 4 plus cos 3 pi upon 4. Sin 3 pi upon 4 we can write minus sin pi minus pi upon 4 plus cos 3 pi upon 4 we can write pi minus pi upon 4. So this is equal to, in pi minus pi upon 4 means in the second quadrant sign is positive, but outside we have negative sign, so this is minus sin pi by 4 plus cos is negative in the second quadrant, so minus cos pi by 4. So minus 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2, which is equal to minus 2 upon root 2, which is a negative quantity. Therefore f double dash 3 pi by 4 is less than 0. So this given function has local maxima at x is equal to 3 pi upon 4. Now if we want to find the maximum value, so maximum value can be obtained from the function. So f maximum value of the function is equal to f 3 pi by 4, which can be obtained by putting pi by 4 in the function. So sine 3 pi by 4 minus cos 3 pi upon 4. As you know, sine 3 pi upon 4 is equal to sine pi upon 4 and cos 3 pi upon 4 is equal to minus cos pi upon 4, and minus sign is already there, so this is equal to plus cos pi upon 4. Now value of cos sin pi upon 4 is 1 upon root 2 plus 1 upon root 2, which is equal to 2 upon root 2 equal to under root 2. So the maximum value of the function occurs at x is equal to 3 pi by 4, and this maximum value is under root 2. Now let us check the function at the point 7 pi upon 4. So let us find the value of the second derivative. F dash sine of the second derivative f dash 7 pi upon 4 is equal to minus sine 7 pi upon 4 plus cos 7 pi upon 4, and value of sine 7 pi upon 4 is equal to minus sine 2 pi minus pi upon 4, and plus value of cos 7 pi upon 4 is equal to cos 2 pi minus pi upon 4, because 8 pi minus pi is 7 pi upon 4. Now in the fourth quadrant, the value of sine will be in the fourth quadrant value only cos and sec are positive, so value of sine will be negative. So minus and minus sine pi by 4 plus cos will be positive and cos pi by 4. So this is equal to sine pi upon 4 plus cos pi upon 4, and the value of sine pi upon 4 is 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 is equal to 2 by root 2, which is a positive quantity. Means we can say f dash sine of f dash 7 pi upon 4 is greater than 0. Therefore local maxima at the point x is equal to 7 pi upon 4, local minima at the point at x is equal to 7 pi upon 4. As you know, when the second derivative is negative, then the function has the maxima at that point, and if the second derivative is positive, so local minima occurs at x is equal to 7 pi upon 4. Now if we want to find the minimum value, so how can we find the minimum value? Minimum value can be obtained by putting the value of this angle in the function. So minimum value of the function is equal to f 7 pi upon 4, which can be obtained by replacing 7 pi upon 4 in the function. Sine 7 pi upon 4 minus cos 7 pi upon 4, and sine 7 pi upon 4 we have calculated. This is equal to minus sine pi upon 4 minus sine pi upon 4, and cos 7 pi upon 4 is equal to cos pi upon 4, so minus cos pi upon 4 minus 1 upon root 2 minus 1 upon root 2 is equal to minus 2 upon root 2 is equal to minus under root 2. So the minimum value value of the function is minus under root 2, which occurs at x is equal to 7 pi upon 4, and the maximum value of the function is plus under root 2, which occurs at the point x is equal to 3 pi upon 4. So with this question is complete. Next question number 6. Show that maximum value of 1 upon x raised to the power x is e raised to the power 1 upon e. So the given function is y, we can take it equal to y or equal to fx. So y is equal to 1 upon x raised to the power x, which can be written as x raised to the power minus x, because 1 raised to the power x is 1. Now taking log of both sides, log y is equal to log of x raised to the power minus x, and this is on the base e base. Log of y is equal to minus x log x. Now differentiating with respect to x. So if we differentiated with respect to x, then the derivative of log y is 1 upon y into dy over dx is equal to, here apply the product rule, first function derivative of second minus x into derivative of log x is 1 upon x plus log of x, and derivative of x is 1. So which is equal to minus 1 plus log x, or the value of dy over dx is equal to minus y into 1 plus log of x. Now for critical points, dy over dx must be equal to 0. This gives minus y into 1 plus log of x is equal to 0, which implies that 1 plus log of x is equal to 0, because y cannot be 0, and 1 plus or log x is equal to minus 1, or x is equal to, we can write this as e raised to the power minus 1 equal to 1 upon e. So we will check the local maxima or minima at the point x is equal to 1 upon e. Now let us find the second derivative of the function. D square y over dx square is equal to minus, again applying the product rule, y into 1 derivative of d dx of 1 plus log x, and derivative of log x is 1 upon x plus log of 1 d dx of y into 1 plus log x. So y into d dx of 1 plus log x is 1 upon x plus 1 plus log of x into dy over dx, which is equal to minus y upon x plus 1 plus log x, and the value of d dx of y we have already calculated, minus y into 1 plus log x, minus y into 1 plus log of x into, so this is equal to minus y upon x, and here minus y into 1 plus log x whole square, because 1 plus log x into 1 plus log x. Now we will check the value of sign of d's second derivative at the point we have calculated e minus 1 or 1 upon e, minus y is equal to x raised to the power minus x upon x minus y is again x raised to the power minus x, 1 plus log of x whole square. Now if we put here x is equal to 1 upon e, so first let us further simplify it, x raised to the power minus x minus 1 and minus x raised to the power minus x into 1 plus log x whole square. Now putting x is equal to 1 upon e here, x is equal to 1 upon e, so minus, so d square y over dx square at x is equal to 1 upon e is equal to minus 1 upon e raised to the power minus 1 upon e minus 1 minus 1 upon e raised to the power minus 1 upon e into 1 plus log e 1 upon e whole square, which is equal to minus 1 upon e raised to the power minus 1 upon e minus 1, and here 1 plus log 1 upon e. So this log e base 1 upon e, this is equal to 0, because log e 1 upon e, log e base 1 upon e is equal to log e1 minus log e. So this value is 0, or minus log e is 1. So the value of log e 1 upon e is minus 1. Or you can solve it the other way, log e and e raised to the power minus 1. So this is equal to minus 1 into log e. So the value is equal to minus 1. So if we put here minus 1, then this whole expression will become 0. So minus 1 upon e raised to the power minus 1 upon e, 1 plus minus 1, that is 1 minus 1. So this whole expression will become 0. So we are left with minus 1 upon e whole raised to the power minus 1 upon e minus 1, which is equal to minus, sign is already there, and this quantity will be positive, 1 minus 1 upon e raised to the, because 1 raised to the power n is 1 and e raised to the power, take minus sign common, 1 upon e plus 1, if you bring it to in the numerator, then this is equal to, if you bring it in the numerator, then this is equal to minus e raised to the power 1 upon e plus 1, and the value of e is a number which lies between 2 and 3, so this is all negative. So maxima occurs at the point x is equal to 1 upon e. Now we want to find the maximum value. So maximum value, so we can say maxima occurs at x is equal to 1 upon e, and the maximum value can be obtained by putting x is equal to 1 upon e in the function. So y is equal to x raised to the 1 upon x raised to the power x. So putting x is equal to 1 upon e here, so the maximum value is 1 upon e whole power 1 upon e, and on taking the reciprocal, so we get e raised to the power 1 upon e. So the maximum value of the function is e raised to the power 1 upon e, which occurs at the point x is equal to 1 upon e. Next question, question number 7. Find the absolute maximum and minimum values of the function f given by fx is equal to 2x cube minus 15x square plus 36x plus 1 on the interval 1, 5. So if the interval is given here, we need to find the absolute maximum and absolute minimum. Local maxima or local minima occurs at a number of points, but in an interval, absolute maximum means the maximum highest value in that interval, and absolute minimum means the minimum value in that interval. So now let us solve it. First, let us consider the function f(x) is equal to f(x) is equal to 2x cube minus 15x square plus 36x plus 1. So let us find the derivative of this function. So differentiating it with respect to x, f dash x is equal to x cube is 3x square. So 2 into 3x square plus minus 15 into 2x plus 36. So this gives us x 6x square minus 30x plus 36. From here we can take 6 as common, x square minus 5x plus 6. So for finding the critical point in this interval, let us put the derivative equal to 0. So for critical points or turning points or stationary points, for critical points, let us put the derivative f dash x is equal to 0. So this implies that 6 into x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. On factorizing we get, which implies that 6 into factors of x square minus 5x plus x minus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to 0, which implies that x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 3. Now for finding the absolute maxima and minima, we will find the value of the function at the end points of the interval and at these points. So let us find the value of the function where f2 at this point. F2 is 2 into 2 cube minus 15 into 2 square plus 36 into 2 plus 1. So this is equal to 2 into 2 cube is 8 minus 15 into 4 plus 36 into 2 is 72 plus 1, which is equal to 16 minus 60 plus 73. 73 and 16 is 89. 89 minus 60, which is equal to 29. So the value of the function at this stationary point f2 is 29. Now let us find f3. Value of f3 is 2 into 3 cube minus 15 into 3 square plus 36 into 3 plus 1. So 2 into 8, 3 cube is 27 minus 15 into 9 plus 36 into 3 is 108 plus 1. So which is equal to 54 minus 9, 5, 45, 135 plus 108 plus 1. So this is equal to 108. 108 and 54 is 162, 163. 163 minus 135. 163 minus 135 is equal to 135 40 23 20 28. So f3, value of f3 is 28. Now let us find the value of the function at these points, at the end points f1 of the closed interval. F1 is equal to 2 into 1 cube minus 15 into 1 square plus 36 into 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2 minus 15 plus 36 plus 1. So which is equal to 37 or 239. 39 minus 15. 39 minus 15 means 24. Now the value of the function at the other end point, that is f5. f5 is equal to 2 into 5 cube minus 15 into 5 square plus 36 into 5 plus 1, which is equal to 2 into 125 minus 15 into 25 plus 36 into 5 is 180 plus 1, which is equal to 250 minus 25 and 10 times 250 and 3 minus 375 plus 181, and this is equal to 250 and 250 and 100, 350, 431. 431 minus 375, 431 minus 375 is 25 and 31, 56. Now let us check which is the maximum highest value. Highest value is 56. So absolute maximum value is 56, and absolute minimum value is 24. So in these type of questions we find the critical points and the end points of the interval. So at the critical points and at the end points we find the value of the function, then we see what is the maximum value, which is the maximum value, that maximum value is the maximum in that function, in that interval. Similarly for the minimum value. So with this the question is complete. Next question, question number 8. Find the difference between greatest and least values of function fx is equal to sin 2x minus x on minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 closed interval. So first let us consider the function fx is equal to sin 2x minus x. Now differentiating it with respect to x, f dash x is equal to, if we differentiate this function, 2 cos 2x minus 1. For critical points, put it equal to 0. F dash x must be equal to 0. This is the general routine for solving the questions of maxima and minima. Find f dash x and put it equal to 0. So now the value of f dash x is 2 cos 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. That is 2 cos 2x is equal to 1, or cos 2x is equal to 1 by 2, and 1 by 2 is the value of cos 60. Cos 60 means cos of pi by 3. And this gives cos of pi by 3 is equal to 1 by 2, and at the same time cos of minus pi by 3, cos of minus pi by 3 is also equal to 1 by 2. So 2x is equal to either pi by 3 or 2x is equal to minus pi by 3. So this gives the value of x is equal to pi upon 6, and the other value of x is equal to minus pi upon 6. Both are in this interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So these are the critical points. Now for absolute maximum and minimum value, we need to find the value of the function at critical points and as well as at the end points. So let us find the value of the function at critical points. So f of pi by 6 is equal to sine 2 into pi by 6, putting the value in the function, minus pi by 6. So which gives sine of pi upon 3 minus pi upon 6, which is equal to under root of 3 by 2 minus pi upon 6. So first let us find the values at various critical points and at the end points, then we will find which is the maximum value and which is the minimum value. Now f of pi minus pi by 6, f of minus pi by 6 is equal to sine 2 into minus of pi by 6 and minus pi upon 6. So this is equal to minus sine pi upon 3, because sine of minus theta is minus sine theta plus pi upon 6, and value of minus sine pi upon 3 means minus root 3 by 2 plus pi upon 6. Now let us find the value at these end points. F of minus pi upon 2, f of minus pi upon 2, putting x is equal to minus pi upon 2 here, sine 2 into minus pi upon 2 minus pi upon 2. So minus pi upon minus pi upon 2. Now this 2 and 2 get cancelled. Sine of 180, sine 180 is 0. So the value is equal to pi upon 2. Now the last value which we need to find here, f of pi upon 2. F upon pi upon 2 will be obtained by putting pi upon 2 here. So sine 2 into pi upon 2 minus pi upon 2, so which gives the value equal to sine pi minus pi upon 2. Value of sine pi is 0. So the value of f pi by 2 is minus pi upon 2. Sine pi is equal to 0. So value of f pi upon. Now let us find which is the maximum value and which is the minimum value. Root 3 by 2. So root 3 by 2 approximately you can see value of 1.73 upon 2 minus pi is 3.14 upon 6. So this is equal to 1.7 half. 1.7 half is 0.85 something minus approximately 0.5. So nearly 0.85 minus 0.5 is 0.35. So and the second value, which is minus root 3 by 2 plus pi by 6, is minus 0.85 and plus approximately 0.5. So 0.5 minus 0.35. So the third value is pi upon 2, which is equal to 1.5 something, 1.5, 3.14 divided by far ahead of these two values, and this value is minus 3.14. Approximately this is minus 1.5 something, and this value is minus 1.57, 507 1. So the maximum value is this value, at f is equal to minus pi by 2. Find the difference between greatest value. So difference between greatest values, difference between greatest and least value, difference between greatest and least value. Greatest value is this value, pi by 2, and the least value is this value, minus pi by 2, and the minus pi by 2, which is equal to pi by 2 plus pi by 2 is equal to pi. So this is the difference between the greatest value and least value. So with this question I conclude this session. Like and subscribe my channel for new videos, and next time you will get some important questions on word problems on maxima and minima in the next video. Thank you.